Today we're going to share a comprehensive guide on intermittent fasting for women, how it works, how to use it as an effective weight loss tool, and how to make it work for you. So let's get started. How does intermittent fasting work? Okay, so for those who are not sure what intermittent fasting really is, let us shortly explain it. Basically, it's an eating pattern that cycles between periods of fasting and eating. You decide when you're going to eat and when you're going to fast. You have eating windows during which you eat all of your calories for the day, and then you have your fasting windows during which you don't eat, only drink unsweetened drinks such as water, tea, or coffee. There are loads of different methods of fasting, but these are the most recommended for women. 16-8 fasting. You eat during the 8-hour window, and for the remaining 16 hours, you fast. Modified alternate day fasting. You fast every other day. During non-fasting days, you eat normally as usual, and on fasting days, you can eat around 500 calories. 5-2 fasting. You eat normally for 5 days a week, and for 2 days, you eat around 500 calories. Eat, stop, eat. You fast for 24 hours once or twice a week. It doesn't really matter which type of fasting you choose, just pick the one that fits your daily schedule and lifestyle. All right, but why should you fast? For tons of benefits, of course. Firstly, most women choose intermittent fasting for effective weight loss. When you fast, you give your digestive system some rest, and this energizes your metabolism to burn through calories more efficiently. So you decrease your calorie intake and increase your weight loss. Secondly, fasting improves your skin. When you give your body an extended break from its digestion routine, it kickstarts your body's detox mechanism too. Those who adjust to fasting claim to enjoy clear, glowing, and healthy skin. Thirdly, fasting reduces inflammation, the risk of cancer, type 2 diabetes, and heart diseases. Finally, fasting is a major time saver. When you eliminate the number of meals you eat in a day or week, meal preparation becomes much easier. That's why the popularity of intermittent fasting keeps growing amongst women. It improves health and simplifies your life, both at the same time. But does intermittent fasting have a different effect on women? Well, just like fasting has different effects on people, it can also cause varying responses between men and women. Generally speaking, women should take a more relaxed approach to fasting than men. This might include shorter fasting periods, fewer fasting days, or consuming a small number of calories on the fasting days. Also, women tend to have a harder time suppressing their appetite than men. For this reason, you might think that you'll be starving all the time during fasting. Well, that's not true. Your body needs only 3 or 4 days to adapt to the new eating regime. Then you'll notice that your hunger and food cravings will go away. So fasting is a great option to control food cravings. However, there might be some risk factors for those women who have a history of eating disorders, have diabetes or regularly experience low blood sugar levels, are underweight, malnourished, or have nutritional deficiencies, are pregnant, breastfeeding, or trying to conceive, have fertility problems, or a history of irregular periods. So if you fall under these risk factors, it's really important to talk with your doctor if fasting is the right option for you. Now you might be wondering, could you still practice intermittent fasting? The answer is yes. If you take a more relaxed approach and prepare your meals responsibly in order to get all the necessary nutrients, you'll reach your weight loss goals and get the other benefits. So how do you get started with IF? Good news, it's really easy to start. You decide when you're going to eat and when you're going to fast. We're already sleeping for 8 hours, more or less. It's already 8 hours of fasting, so you only need to extend that into longer fasting windows. Then you only need to choose which option is better for you, skipping breakfast or dinner time. So here you go. You just made your first step into intermittent fasting. Okay, so how about your fasting window? That's easier than you think. During this specific hour, you just stop eating. You have to keep in mind that when you're fasting, you can only drink water and sugarless drinks because any sugary drink will break your fast. Drinking loads of fluids during your fast will curb your hunger pangs and simply keep you hydrated. And what about your eating window? While intermittent fasting doesn't specify which foods to eat and avoid, it's still important to focus on healthy eating. If you eat a large amount of unhealthy processed foods, you might not experience the best weight loss and health benefits. You should maintain a balanced diet full of vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and good fats. That's gonna keep you full. It's simple, just eat real food. And remember, don't go absolutely crazy by trying to fast for 24 hours out of nowhere. Your body needs to adjust, so give it some time. We would recommend starting out by cutting out snacks for a week. Just eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Between your meals, drink water or any other sugarless drinks. This way, you'll get used to a new regimen and will be ready to start fasting. We would love to stay in your fasting journey, so check out our ultimate intermittent fasting playlist that we made specifically for women. Also watch the successful weight loss story, where Sarah shares how she lost 44 pounds by doing intermittent fasting. Hit that subscribe button on Health Insider and see you next time.